Hi everyone, welcome back to the world of generative AI. In our last video, we talked about embeddings, how they convert human language into numerical vectors so machine can understand meanings. Today, we are diving into the heart of modern AI search, the vector database. We will cover why we even need a vector DB, what it actually is, and the key concept that make it tick. Let's get started. As AI continue to evolve, the way we search is also changing. We are moving away from basic keyword matching like searching pizza near me to something much deeper, search by meaning. That's what AI powered application need today. Here is the challenge. Traditional database just aren't built to handle embeddings, which are high dimensional vectors. AI models like those used in chatbots, recommendations engine, or even semantic search generate vectors that capture the meaning of text, image, or any other data. And once we have chose vectors, we need a system that can store them, search through them, and compare them quickly and at a scale. This is exactly where vector database come into play. Think of real-time recommendation of Netflix or AI chatbot that understand the context of your question. They rely heavily on fast vector search. In short, vector DB are essential for modern AI application where context and meaning matter more than just a keyword. Alright, now that we have know why we need them, let's talk about what a vector database actually is. A vector database is a system designed to store and manage embeddings, which are those numerical vectors we talked about earlier. Instead of storing plain text or number like a traditional database, a vector database stores vector representation of data like text, image, or even audio and allow us search by meaning. This is called semantic search. For example, if you search for how to bake a cake, it can return result like cake recipe or oven tip, not just exact match, but things that are similar to meanings. These databases are optimized for high-speed similarity search even in large database, which is why they are perfect for recommendation system, Q&A tools, cluster tasks, and more. So in simple word, if embeddings are language of AI, vector database are the library they are stored, searched, and used. Here in the image, there is a visual representation of vector DB. In vector DB, similar type of vectors are stored together. As you can see, those vectors which are related to each other in a way or similar to each other, they are stored together. So we can say vector DB stored similar vectors together. Let's now look at the engine behind all this. The key concept that make a vector DB powerful. First one is embeddings. We talked about this. Embeddings are numerical vectors that represent data like text, image, or audio. They are created by models like BARD, OpenAI, or Sentence Transformer. There are many models. The next one is vector similarity. Now, we wanted to know how similar two vectors are. And for that, we use similarity metrics like cosine similarity, measure angle between vectors, and other one is Euclidean distance, measure straight line distance between two vectors. The smaller the distance or the closer the angle, the more the similar the data are. So the vectors which have less distance between them are more similar to each other than those which are apart from each other. The next one is indexing. Imagine you have to search through a billion vectors. That would be painful. So that's why vector DB use indexing technique like IVF, HNSF, or FAISS to organize vector efficiently so they can be searched super fast. The next one is similarity search. We use KNN method for similarity search. KNN stands for K nearest neighbor, a technique to find the top K vectors that are closest to your query vectors. Here, K are the number of vectors you want to get from a vector DB. That's what power thing like smart search, Q&A bots, and recommendation. The last one is scalability. And finally, a good vector DB must be scalable. It should handle million or even billions of vectors while maintaining a low latency and high accuracy. So vector DB is a scalable database. So to wrap up, we saw why vector DB are needed in AI, we explore what they actually do, and we broke down the key concepts that make them work. In our next video, we are going to understand the next core concept of RAG, which is semantic search. Thank you for watching. See you.